Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erin. I'm a clinical aromatherapist here at Erin's Herbs. On this channel, I do weekly uploaded videos teaching you how to create your very own skincare products from the comfort of your own home. So whether or not you have never made skincare products or you have some experience, I hope that you will find this channel very informative. So let's get started creating. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a conditioner bar from home. I have two different molds that I'll be using. One's for travel and the other one is for daily home use. This is a beginner-friendly formula, so let me walk you through the step-by-step process and how I create this. To start out with today, I'm going to be adding some cocoa butter to my beaker. This is going to help to stabilize and harden our conditioner bar, but it also has a lot of great moisturizing properties that's going to help to prevent any breakage and split ends. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some shea butter. This is going to be deeply conditioning for the hair. It's also going to help to soothe the scalp. What it will do for the hair, because this is an emollient, it's going to help to lock in the moisture and really protect the hair from environmental damage and extreme heat. In this formula today, I'm actually using the unrefined shea butter, and that is because it has all of the wonderful nutrients that the hair needs. Now that I've added the cocoa and shea butter, I'm now going to be weighing out some BTMS 50. This is what's known as a cationic conditioner and emulsifier. It is vegetable based and it forms a very thin coating on the hair, which is going to give the hair some manageability. You're also going to be able to easily detangle the hair. It's great for stabilizing the formula and helping to add a little more hardness to this particular conditioner bar. It's also going to leave the hair itself with a very nice, soft, silky, and beautiful shine. And just as a side note, I did want to let you know that BTMS 50 is a great ingredient to have on hand because not only can you use it when it comes to making conditioner bars, but you can use it in other formulas like lotions, creams, and other skin care and hair care products. Because I don't have enough room in this beaker, I'm going to go ahead and empty all of the ingredients carefully into a much larger beaker. Once I have done that, I'm now going to be adding some avocado oil. Avocado oil is very nutrient rich. It contains the vitamins A, D, and E, as well as other nutrients like potassium. And that is going to help to really moisturize and nourish the hair, but yet strengthen it as well. So you're going to be left with hair that is smoother and shinier, but also you're going to find that your hair is a lot less prone to having split ends or any breakage. After adding the avocado oil, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to go ahead and cover this with tin foil, and I'll be placing this in my double boiler on the stove. And the reason for that is because I want all of the BTMS 50 and the butters to completely melt down before I continue adding the rest of my ingredients. The ingredients have melted, so what I did was I allowed it to sit for a little bit, and I am now going to be adding some sweet orange essential oil. This has a very uplifting and citrus scent to it, and it's great for dry, itchy, and flaky scalps, but yet it's very moisturizing for the hair too. Next, I'm going to be adding some rosemary essential oil, and rosemary is going to also be very good for the scalp, and it's great for adding some moisture to the hair too, but it can help to promote hair growth. Before adding this next ingredient, what I did off camera was I used my thermal meter to check the temperature just to make sure that I could go ahead and add this. And what I'm adding is my preservative. I'm adding Optifin Plus. This is a broad spectrum preservative. And what a preservative will do is it will help to keep bacteria, mold, and fungi from growing in your product. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the scale, and I'm now going to go ahead and stir this really well. I want to make sure, especially after adding that preservative, that everything is evenly distributed throughout. Then it's just a matter of pouring everything into my molds. Now I'm using 2 separate molds today. The gray or tan one is for the bars that I'll be using at home, and then the pink mold is for those that I will be using for an upcoming vacation. Now this, depending on the size of molds you use, will make approximately 200 grams, or in my case, about 7 bars of conditioner. So now that the molds are filled, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this to sit for a few minutes before I place them in my freezer. Once they are in the freezer, you're going to allow them to completely cool down, and this process usually takes me about 2 hours. It's now been a couple of hours, so I'm going to go ahead and unmold these conditioner bars, starting with the pink one first. And in this particular mold size shape, I made 3 of them. These are going to be the perfect travel size. They last me approximately a month, but depending on how often you wash your hair, it might last longer or not as long. And then once I've removed these from the mold, then I'm going to go ahead and unmold the gray/tan ones. They're square in size, and they're going to be the ones that I use here at home. In fact, my whole family uses them. These help to add some shine to the hair. They also give a nice softness to the hair, and I particularly like them because it makes it a lot easier for me to detangle my hair. Before you use this conditioner, it's really important that you allow this to sit and harden up. It usually takes 2 days. Once you do that, how you use it is you're just going to apply it to some wet hands. Once you've got enough of the conditioner on your hand, then you're going to apply it to your hair as normal and rinse as normal. Let me go ahead and share with you some substitutions that I have for you today. Instead of the cocoa butter, use mango butter. For the avocado oil, I have used in the past olive oil and found that that was a good option. Now, when it comes to the BTMS 50, you can use in equal parts BTMS 25 and cetearyl alcohol. Although I don't like to use that, that is an option. For the preservative that I used today, you can use really any broad spectrum preservative. Just make sure it's good for use in hair and skincare, and also make sure that you can use it in oil-based products. Now, for the essential oils that I used, you could use lavender, tea tree, or basil. So thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more DIY formulas, don't forget to like and subscribe.